The Wise Wolf Substack Success System. Just $7 a month to find out why tech billionaires are naming computers after Satan.
Your favorite Substack writer lives on canned beans. 2 years of daily grinding before one subscriber. The bestseller secret nobody admits exists. 1 Hour readers commented recently that I must be making $1 million a month on Substack. I started laughing uncontrollably for the next several minutes. This person said it with the casual confidence of a man who has never once operated a spreadsheet. "You're a Substack bestseller," he said. "You must be raking it in." He used those exact words. Raking it in. Like I am some kind of financial leaf blower aimed directly at the internet. I am not raking it in. I want to be very clear about this before we go any further. Substack bestseller does not equate to New York Times bestseller, because apparently the word bestseller means different things to different people. And one of those things is yacht. I am not on a yacht. I am not even on a pontoon boat, or even a free canoe I stole from an abandoned house by the river's yard. I am in a motel room in upstate New York, drinking something called Tropical Fantasia, which is a soda that does not appear to exist anywhere on the internet according to my research, and which I am fairly certain the Russian owner of this motel is brewing in his basement as part of some ambitious side hustle that frankly I respect. It tastes like someone described a mango to a person who had never seen fruit, and then that person made a beverage. I have been here long enough that I drink it voluntarily now. That is what success tastes like. Carbonated sugar water with fruit-like artificial flavor. The part where I disabuse you of every fantasy you currently have. The first thing you need to understand is that this is not easy. Not harder than I thought, not easy. Not take some dedication, not easy. I spent 3 years working 80-hour weeks in a roach-infested flophouse, living on canned beans and rice. Not as a metaphor. Actual canned beans, actual rice, actual roaches. I called them roommates to cope. 3 years of this before the operation started generating enough money to constitute what a reasonable person would call survival income. More than half of what we bring in goes right back out the door. AI research tokens cost real money. Lily, my editor, who is 23, brilliant, and regularly prevents me from publishing things that would get us sued, costs real money. Research assistants to take my AI research and expand on it cost real money. The programmers to build our tools cost real money. I make them now to save money. The graphic designers cost real money. I do this more often than not now, too, for the same reason. If you are picturing a best-selling publication as a money printer that runs while the owner sips drinks on a beach, please know that the beach in this scenario is a parking lot, and the drink is mystery basement soda. I could make significantly more money tomorrow if I put on a collared shirt and walked back into the corporate programming world. Easy 40-hour weeks, benefits, a salary with actual numbers in it. I know exactly how to do this, and I choose not to, which either speaks to my deep commitment to independent journalism or my complete inability to tolerate having a boss. Probably both. Okay, now that your expectations have been properly managed, here is what actually works. Go find the people who are already winning. The single most useful thing I did when I started was go to the Substack bestseller page in my niche and subscribe to every single publication on both the actual bestseller list and the Rising Stars list. Not to steal their content, to study them. Find out what they are writing about. Find out which social media platforms they are active on. Figure out who their audience is and whether any portion of that audience might also be interested in what you are doing. Then build an HTML page with links to all of their publications. Set up email notifications so that the instant they publish anything, you get an alert. And then be the first person to comment, every time. Tell them genuinely that the article was great, and if it wasn't great, Find something specific that was good and say that. I did this every single day for 2 years before I got my first paid subscriber. 2 years. Every single day. If that sentence did not make you reconsider your life choices, keep reading. The people who quit after 3 months and write posts about why Substack doesn't work did not do this for 2 years. They did it for a week and then posted about their feelings on Notes instead. Notes will not save you, but WriteStack might help. Speaking of Notes, yes, you should be posting there. No, it is not the magic growth engine that every Substack marketing guide written in 2024 promised you. There are approximately 9 million people on Substack Notes right now posting great insights. Check out my newsletter under other people's posts, and the entire thing is starting to resemble a digital multi-level marketing convention. That said, Notes does work. It just requires you to actually be interesting, which is more effort than most people are willing to put in. My friend Oral.
Hello out there in internet land. I'm Lily, the editor at The Wise Wolf, and I just wanted to steal a moment of your time to urge you to subscribe to our god-awful channel. Otherwise, my professor is going to press charges for breaking into his office to shoot this clip. Thanks. Bye now.
Built a tool called WriteStack that can help you analyze which of your notes are actually generating subscribers, automate reposting the ones that performed well, and generally take the guesswork out of figuring out what your audience responds to. You can use it for full automation, but I do not recommend that unless you are specifically running a marketing account, in which case your soul is probably already beyond saving, and Oral's tool is the least of your problems. Be nice to people, which is harder than it sounds. Thank people when they comment. Thank people when they share your work. Thank people when they leave a like. This sounds obvious, and I want you to know that Lily has to remind me to do this on a regular basis, because I am, and I say this with full self-awareness, kind of an asshole. Not a mean asshole. More of a, I spent 40 years letting rich people and a genuinely insane father treat me like a doormat. So now my default setting is, do not take any nonsense from anyone under any circumstances, asshole. Which is a legitimate survival mechanism that does not translate especially well to community building on a writing platform. Lily is considerably nicer than I am, and the comment section reflects this. Be more like Lily. Read the news every single morning, like it is your actual job. I spend 2 to 3 hours every morning reading what everyone in my niche is covering. Not to copy them, to find the stories that I think will resonate with my specific audience, that nobody else is covering the way I would cover it. When I find something worth pursuing, I start doing AI-assisted research, and then pass the materials to Lily and our research assistants for additional digging. After a few days, we have what I can only describe as a mountain of data that I then feed into a local AI research system I built specifically for this purpose. The Cloud AI Data Center people are not getting their hands on my research process. See also our entire other body of work on why that matters. The local AI finds the key connections. Then I write for 8 hours. Then I edit for another 8 hours, or Lily edits it if she is available, which she sometimes is, because she is a professional and I pay her. First drafts are terrible. Second drafts are slightly less terrible. The draft that gets published is the one where I have read it so many times that individual words have stopped making sense and I have to just commit and post it. Do not publish garbage. Substack is full of people who spent 20 minutes reading a headline and another 20 minutes writing 2 paragraphs about it, and their readers know exactly what they paid for, which was nothing because nobody paid for it. Your readers can tell when you did not try. Respect them enough to try. You need to actually enjoy this, which is also harder than it sounds. Do not come to Substack to make money. Come to Substack because you have something to say and you are willing to say it for years before anyone pays you to say it. I have lived in a men's shelter. I have lived in a tent after the men's shelter became untenable due to what I will diplomatically describe as a challenging resident population. Meth addiction and recent prison release were well represented. I lived in a Roach motel room, then upgraded to a different Roach motel room, then eventually achieved what I consider my current peak of residential accomplishment, which is a Roach-free motel room with unlimited access to tropical Fantasia soda, flavor, ambiguous, origin, suspicious, availability, exclusively this motel. This is 15 years of work. I have been threatened, I have been sued, case dismissed. I have been doxxed. I have been harassed in ways that required the involvement of law enforcement. I have lost count of how many paid subscribers I gained last year versus how many I lost. And I will tell you that the numbers are uncomfortably similar. And I would not trade it for the corner office. Not because this is glamorous, because it is not, but because I am constitutionally incapable of watching something wrong happen and staying quiet about it. That is the only qualification that matters for this job. Not a journalism degree, not a platform, not a niche, just an inability to shut up about things that matter. If you have that quality, you might make it. It will take longer than you want and cost more than you can afford, and you will eat a lot of beans. But someday, if you work hard enough, you too might find yourself drinking mystery basement soda in a roach-free motel room, technically surviving, and writing a guide for the next person brave or stupid enough to try this. There is no meaningful difference between those two things. And if you figure out what tropical Fantasia actually is, I genuinely need to know.